Ba, 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 ba. Hello! I am a whole hour late. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I had to make sure that everything looks good and all that. But how are you guys doing today, tonight? Hope you're doing well. I'm sorry I won't take up too much of your time. Hello, welcome, please. Where am I? Hello, thank you for coming to my stream tonight. The more the merrier, I say. But yes, I saw the movie Monday night at 9:50 p.m. and it was the only time that it could have worked on my schedule, and I wanted to see an IMAX, and 9:50 was literally the only time I could have seen it, so I had to do everything last minute. Today's Wednesday night, right? Yes, I had work yesterday and today, this morning, and yeah, so now we shall do this. Gotta hop in the shower and wash my face to alert. Okay, yes, please. Get yourself refreshed and cleaned. Please go ahead. Okay, I might need to turn down my Spotify. So I want to have the like sound on, but I don't want it to be like super duper loud because I prepared a whole presentation, or just I don't know. I didn't know what was the best way to present this or talk about this, but I want it to be an open discussion, because yes, a lot of thoughts and things. And if you didn't know, there will be spoilers for the Demon Slayer Infinity Castle movie. So if you're not caught up, then I suggest you might want to sit this out. I will be giving another spoiler warning for when I actually get to the part where I'm talking about spoilers. But yeah. Anyways, so let me just do a quick sound check to make sure that the music isn't super duper loud. It's because I don't know, Spotify isn't. Well, I don't know. They don't have the entire Infinity Castle or whatever soundtrack right now, so yeah. Okay, I think it sounds fine. Anyways, so welcome to my stream where I will be talking about Demon Slayer Infinity Castle because I saw it earlier this week. Who else has seen it? If you haven't, please go see it. TLDR, if you want to skip to the rating right now, I highly suggest you watch it. It's very good. But as to why it's good, we shall talk about it. And I will be going in depth, so, yeah. Starting with... Oh yeah, audience participation is welcome indeed. Please feel free to chime in whenever you want to, whatever. If I'm in the middle of explaining something, I might have to, you know, put off comments and all that for afterwards. But either way, your comment shall be read, so do not worry. But yeah. Anyways, let's start off by looking at the movie posters. Yes, I prepared a PowerPoint. Yeah, that's why I was a little bit late today. But I wanted to make sure that I was able to explain everything cohesively. And, yes, we're gonna go through everything. Do I look cross-eyed? My model kind of looks cross-eyed. Okay, because I'm looking at my other screen. Anyway, so... Yes, we shall get right into it. So, Demons... Oh, by the way, as a disclaimer, I'm watching this from the perspective of an American viewer. I am in the Americas. I watched it subbed and, but in an American theater. So my experiences might not reflect the experiences of your general area or so. Not that I, like, you know, went all out and you know, all that. But I mean, you know, humble American coin. And it's the core reading. It's an analysis. This is a group analysis of the Demon Slayer Infinity Castle movie. It's a movie review. It's an in-depth look at a cinematic piece. Anyways, so yeah, so let's start off by looking at the posters, because there's actually 6 movie posters. So we can actually start off with the first one. There's a zoom button. There we go. Because, you know what? Movies start off with, well, trailers, but also the movie posters. The art of a good poster is not a lost art. Hear that, graphic designers, future people of the graphic arts? You still have a future ahead of you. So, here's the main... This is the main poster that they are advertising the movie with. And you can see how detailed the Infinity Castle is. Like that, look at that. It's like almost photorealistic, but I'm pretty sure it's like 3D modeled and the lighting's really good. Anyways, just from the poster alone, it looks really good. Let's see, I'll try to not spend too much time on one thing, because I will if nobody stops me. Hello, I just started. I'm about to yap about the movie posters right now, so yes, you are just in time. So yes, here's the main poster that the Demon Slayer Infinity Castle is currently showcasing. As you can see, it has the main, the top, Demon Moon's at the top, Shinobu up there, take up a large headspace. There's Mitsuri, Sanemi. Yeah, overall, we did have a good idea. We did get a good look of all of the characters in these posters. So I'd say it you know, it did its job. And when looking at this poster, what does it tell me? Does it do a good job at telling me exactly what the movie is about without explaining too much? Well, as a if I wipe my memories from before I watched this movie, or I watched anything Demon Slayer related, I would think, okay, the final battle ignites. Ignites is a very strong word, strong term, isn't it? So, that could mean, okay, there's gonna be something with fire. And lo and behold, that's pretty much what the main character uses. I mean, technically sun breathing, but you know, it's basically fire. But, oh wow, there's also water in here, so that could also mean something else. Or, I don't know. But yeah, main heroes... Shinobu having a very determined look, and she is taking up a roughly, like, a good 1/8 or so, like, of the thing. So it's telling me, okay, she's gonna have a big role in this. Here's the main lead, Tanjiro and Giyu. Are in the spotlight, literally in the spotlight, so you know they're gonna be very, very important. And everyone else is kind of like in shadow, looking away. But yeah, looking straight, looking forward, blah blah blah. But yeah, it tells me, okay, this is who these are the characters that we'll be focusing on, right? And yeah, anyways. Move on to the next one. The All Out War begins. I think this is like the digital movie poster release. Yeah, it's Ufotable. CGI and 3D are their forte. It is. Oh my goodness. And I will get into that when we get... Ufotable and Demon Slayer really have created... are pretty much a good match for each other. Because, oh my god. The way they adapted the actual Infinity Castle is so freaking amazing. Like, I don't think anybody else could have adapted it better. But yeah, this was pretty basic. Like, I think this is just like a digital release. Like, oh, Tanjiro the main thing, and then he's the things. Nothing much to say about it. Oh, but here, what I also like, you know, there's 6 movie posters, but each of them also talk about or show. No, stop zooming in. Okay. Nope. I broke my thing. There we go. They each show the main battles, right? So here we have Giyu and Tanjiro versus Akaza. I like the contrast, the blue with some of the red, and then some more of the blue, but a little bit of a fuchsia purple going on over here. Very intense, very heated, very tight. So telling me, okay, this is gonna be a tough battle. It's so congested, and spoiler, yeah, it was a very intense battle. A place where only the strong stand. And yeah, knowing that what happened in the movie, that's basically Akaza's whole thing. Like, strong fighters, he respects fighters. Okay, next one. I know his name. It's Zenitsu and Kaigaku, right? I really like the use of... So both of them are lightning. But blue lightning versus yellow lightning, oh my god. It's so, like, sharp. I like it. It's so sharp. And, like, even with the face, the structure of their faces, they're very sharp. And it's like, it goes with the crackling thunder lightning theme. It's so good. Kaigaku. Kaigaku. Okay, thank you, thank you. But you notice how in Kaigaku's eyes, it's like it's drawing you closer to it. It's like, oh, his eyes. What is that? It's an indicator that he is a demon moon rank. And it's green too, so it's like it really attracts your attention to it. So it's like, okay, it's what we gotta pay attention to. And then look at that, Zenitsu is actually awake. He is so focused. The paths we've chosen to take, yes, because these two, they have a very much well, they started off the same path, but then they diverged, essentially. We'll deep dive more into that. I wish Mika Picasso can do an anime movie poster. Who's that? Hey friend, so you're alive? Yes, I'm alive, and I'm yapping about Demon Slayer. Thank you for joining. Feel free to tune in and whatevers whenever I yap. And if I'm yapping too much, you know, just let me know. Akaza, wow, crash out. Yes. Okay. So, we're analyzing the movie posters right now, or just briefly, because I will talk about this if I don't stop myself. So, next one, Doma and Shinobu. Oh, you can see a little insect there. Okay, so if you've seen the movie, by the way, spoilers, heavy spoilers. We will be talking about spoilers. So if you haven't seen the Demon Slayer Infinity Castle movie, do not. I'd suggest you watch a stream afterwards. My bot will be up afterwards, so yeah, feel free to catch back up with me later on. But if not, you have seen it, then you know, feel free to tune in. All for this one strike. And there's like that bee or hornet, I forgot what specific insect, but you know, Shinobu, she does poisons and stuff, and she was throwing all of her pierces, not punches, but pierces, because that's all she can do. She cannot slice off a demon's head. Wasp? I think so. I think wasp is a good term. It might be wasp, hornet, whichever one. I don't know what the difference are, but you know, some kind of stinging animal, insect. Not a bee, but something, you know, definitely much more like much more aggressive. But yeah, I like that she's all yellow in this. You don't really see Shinobu in yellow. But you know what? Yellow is the color of danger. Yeah. Oh. Okay, we'll move on. But yeah, speaking of yellow, look at that. This is Akaza. Let me move myself a little quick. Let me just. Oh no. Okay, there we go. This is the last poster. Why is the JJK song playing? Whatever, I'll just let it play. Akaza, because he is the main fight, not the main villain, because they're going against a lot of villains in this movie. But one of the big fights, because it's basically a continuation from the last movie, Mugen Train. And of course, you know, it's like he's gonna be like, they're gonna face him again. It's like a kind of like a rematch. But yeah, and you see Tanjiro in his eyes, yellow and danger. Whoa. Okay. Anyways, let me stop talking about the movie posters. I think I milked it up enough. Oh, popcorn buckets and stuff. I'm jealous of everybody who has gotten these popcorn buckets. You're so fucking cool, man. I'm so jealous. I went to a Regal Cinemas theater. I just went to a theater that was available for me for my time and my region, and yeah, they don't have these popcorn buckets. I'm so jealous. They're so cool. Oh. I'd say Akaza was the main villain in the movie. I think that's fair. Oh yeah, he was like the central focus. Like, he's like, you know that quote? I'm a villain, not a monster. But yeah, we'll get right on to we'll get to that part later. But yeah, I saw that these are being resold online or eBay. Please don't fall for it. They're still showing Demon Slayer throughout the rest of the month, probably the next couple months. It's grossing a lot of money, so they're definitely going to continue releasing this. So please do not buy resold Demon Slayer cups and popcorn buckets, please. PSA. Oh yeah, here we are. Fast facts, general facts. So the Infinity Castle arc adapts so this movie adapts the first Infinity Castle part of the arc. That was not a complete sentence, but you know what? Let's move on. So, knowing that this is a UFO table, it's gonna be three parts, 3 movies, just like we did with the Fate series, right? And then, yeah, it's probably gonna last until 2029. So, oh god, I'm gonna be so old, bro. I can't. Let's not think about that. But, but I'm willing to wait because seeing how the quality of this first movie and the quality of the anime in general, they have just proven themselves to be craftsmen. They could be absolute craftsmen at animation. Good job, UFO table. I got one on opening week without much effort. Oh, with the popcorn buckets, awesome. With the cups, yes. Again, do not buy resold Demon Slayer popcorn buckets and cups. That's not worth your money. MIT Kira, did the Akaza fight happen at the same time as the Doma one in the manga? The manga, oh my god. The manga, I read the manga before, a while before, the movie and all that. So the manga was a blur for me. So this movie was actually like, it's so good. Okay, I have a slide for that though. But yeah, so it's also showing, from what I can see, in IMAX, 4DX, and Dolby Audio. Do not be like me. Do not watch it in IMAX. It's kind of a waste of money, I'll be honest. But yeah, so far it's good news for the Demon Slayer movie. They are grossing a lot of money. Big opening weekend, still making money. The film made 1.64 billion yen, which is about 11.1 million US dollars on opening day in July 18th. Yeah, setting the highest record for the first day gross in Japanese cinema history. And you know what? You know what's gonna beat it? The next movie. And then you know what's gonna beat that? The last movie. Okay, let me... that's a little bit of foresight for you. But yeah, it surpassed Spirited Away. Spirited Away is old. I mean, I've seen Spirited Away, but I never watched it in theaters. So, I mean, I guess it's there. But yeah, it only adapted 18 chapters. Can you believe that? 18 chapters. And, from the manga. That doesn't feel like a lot, but it feels a lot. Like, they condensed so much in the movie itself. It's actually quite amazing. I feel like the last one won't be as great. The second one is gonna break the internet, though. Yeah, I'm gonna refrain from saying anything about future chapters or future events. But I understand. I understand. Okay, oh wait, here I have some live video. This is video that I took. Yeah, so this is what I saw. IMAX, and then, you know, these are the IMAX theater seats. I don't know if it was just my IMAX movie theater, but these chairs were so uncomfortable. They don't recline. They're like the rocking chairs. They're like very plush, but they don't have back support. They don't have lumbar support. It's sad. I know. It's sad. It's so sad. But this was my only choice. Okay. Well, I know. But yes, I watched it in a late night Monday screening, so very chill audience. But there were still people. So just letting you know, like even after the weekend after, people are still watching it. You know, surround sound, very loud. But yeah, since it was IMAX, okay, since it was animation shown in IMAX, I honestly could not tell the difference. I cannot tell you the difference. I know what makes an IMAX movie an IMAX movie. I know movie and film studios, they use special cameras to create IMAX movies. Now, can you say the same thing? Can you say that they use the same type of cameras for this animation? I highly doubt it. So, I probably paid extra for the sound in the screen, but given that it wasn't a very like large audience, I didn't watch it on opening weekend. I could have probably saved myself a couple like 15-20 bucks there. IMAX no recline is criminal. It was, my goodness, my back was aching the entire time. But I do appreciate the subtitle placement for my localization. Yes, I watched it subbed, but they are also releasing dub versions. Yes, so either or. I mean, I dub versus sub. I don't really care. Just whatever your preference is, I guess. But for the subtitle, I will say I do appreciate that the subtitles, they actually moved depending on like the animation. Like if somebody's head was like on the lower thirds or middle, like lower half of the screen, the subtitles would go automatically up here. And then when it switches scenes and it's back to normal, it will go back down. Which I appreciate that. But yeah, don't waste your money on IMAX for a movie, for a animation movie. I honestly don't know what I was thinking. Anyways, let's move on. Oh shoot. Okay, that has actual sound. Yeah, okay, so as a manga adaptation, honestly, couldn't ask for a better adaptation. Chef's kiss. Mwah. Mwah. Whatever, I don't know how to do a chef's kiss. Just pretend I'm doing the hand movement. Mwah. So, as a manga reader, from what I can recall, since it's been quite a while, the manga fights were lightning fast speeds, and so I, for one, appreciate the slower pace of the movie. Like, slower pace as in, like, it took its time to develop its characters. Like, when it had the chance to do an intimate moment, it did that, but it also, like, went back into the action. So, honestly, I think it was a good balance between breakneck animated fight scenes, and then, those slow moments where it's just, developing the characters. Oh yeah, and animators went crazy with the Infinity Castle concept, so let me just, where's my music? Okay, just let me just play this real quick. It's not that long. It's just whatever I wanted to record. This is like the end credits. You see that? You see that? Infinity Castle! Look at that! Look at that! Like, you could tell, like, if you told me that the animators created an entire, like, physical set of the Infinity Castle, I would believe you, because that's how realistic it looks. Okay, okay. That might be a bit spoilers, but I mean, you already know Muzan's there, so I don't think it's much of a spoiler. But yeah, look at that! Look at that! It looks like a city! But yes, back on these. Artistic flair. You can get clean wallpapers from their frames. They took their time. They were dedicated. Let me explain. I just watched this. Yay! I'm glad. What'd you think about it? Yes, I just watched it recently too, so that's why we're yapping about it. But yeah, I've seen people post on social media like, oh, I found the best frame in the Demon Slayer movie. Like, this is like the best frame. So I wouldn't be surprised if you like launched. If I launch Wallpaper Engine, there'd be a bunch of Demon Slayer wallpapers, so I would not be surprised, because, yeah, people are already doing it. But yeah, it was very dense, stretched out 2 hours and 35 minutes, enough for all the characters. I think everybody had an appropriate amount of screen time. The ones who had actual fight scenes had, the most screen time, but also the not minor characters, but the characters that will eventually have fight scenes, they had their moment to shine. So it's like enough for you to remember, like, okay, they're in this movie, so I should keep that in mind and all that. But yes, part 2 will definitely go crazy whenever it comes out. Oh god, I'm gonna be so out. Okay, what is this? Oh, I'm sorry. No! Sorry, that was Inosuke. Right there. But yeah, as an anime continuation, it was very solid. It immediately picks up after the anime, but it gives a brief summary narration in the beginning. Briefly explain that Muzan off the Demon Slayer Corps leader, but he was prepared. It was all prepared in preparation. And yeah, main characters are given an appropriate amount of attention. The ones with the battle have the most screen time, so Shinobu, Gyu, Zenitsu, but characters who will have a future battle are still given lines to prep for the upcoming fights, so like Mid-City and Kanao. And here is a main thing I want to highlight. I don't think you guys are like this, but some people are. I've heard some whispers and all that. If you're upset with the backstories, the amount of backstories that the movie went into diverge and, you know, went in depth into, you haven't been watching the series! You've been watching it with your eyes closed! Eyes and ears closed! That's literally what the story is about. We've had, like, what, 5 seasons? Now the second movie or so? And every single character gets humanized, because that's the point. Demon Slayer corpse fight using the indomitable human spirit. But demons were humans who had lost their way. So, yeah, of course, it's an emotional, like, scene thing. That was just Demon Slayer. There was only one that was probably a bit long, but yeah, I mean, it wasn't, like, perfectly balanced, of course. But I mean, I can understand for those who are used to, you know, back-to-back fight scenes. It's just, you know, non-stop action. I mean, a lot of shonens are basically like that. But Demon Slayer, it's more than that. They really want to emphasize, like, the humanity of these characters. So, yeah. Anyways, what is this clip? I think this is the last frame of the movie. No, the last scene. No, one of the last scenes. Yeah, so it still had some humor. Oh, look at this person getting up. Shame, the movie's not over yet. After you enjoy the movie, love the series. Yes, the movie. I'm glad you enjoy the series and all that. I just oh god, I can't wait to see the rest. Okay, anyways. Yes. Next part. All right, let's go for spoilers. Let's go for spoilers. If you have not watched Demon Slayer, if you have plans to watch Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba in the upcoming future, anytime soon, do not pay attention to me. Okay? So, with that being said, let's talk about the fight scenes. First things first, Shinobu versus Doma. So, immediately what I noticed, it was good that they called back to Tanjiro's assessment of Shinobu, that entire backstory or flashback. I think Shinobu addressed it herself. So she was seething, but Doma treated her like how she treated demons in past fights. Did you notice that? Did you notice that? Both see each other. So in the Doma versus Shinobu fight, you know, the way that Doma plays around and just, you know, just acts all nonchalant with Shinobu. That's kind of like a similar attitude that Shinobu had. Well, she was emulating her sister, for one, but she was doing that in a place of just looking down at the demons that she was fighting. Like, she's like, yeah, she was just toying around with them. But now it's like, oh, roles reverse, and, you know, Shinobu is just like all serious, like, like, take me seriously type thing. Shinobu's character arc is deeply tied with her familial ties. She became a Hashira to avenge her sister and the ones who are tagging in on the fight, because, you know what happens. You saw the movie, you know what happens. You know what happens. Yes, it happened. No backsies. She's gone. But yeah, but the ones who are tagging in the fight are her younger sister, Kanae, and her son, Inosuke. Inosuke, she kind of treats like a son. And Inosuke, he has like he respects Shinobu for the way that, you know, she's all motherly to him. So, yeah, and then also it all wraps up together in the next movie. It'll make sense why Doma's also there. Inosuke's also fighting there too. But yes. Yeah, it also showed Shinobu's family too. Like, she had a happy family. And I think she's been trying to emulate that ever since, like, her parents were first off and eaten by demons. So, yeah, with the butterfly mansion, how she takes in all the girls and stuff, and then yeah, and also how she treats Inosuke. Oh god, it makes me sad. Okay. Oh god, thinking. Yeah, you know a movie is good when you're thinking about it, when you're reflecting about it, and it's like, damn, all these things I didn't notice in the first place. It's just hitting harder now that I think about it, or like, you know, something that you saw or the movie talked about, but it's like, oh, whatever. But then you think about it, you really think about it, and it's like, oh, dang, it's not whatever. Anyways, I think I've been this slide. All right. I can understand if anime onlys felt like it was underwhelming. You know, since Shinobu was overpowered super easily. But I'd argue that's the point. The movie power scale to top 3 demon moons. Doma has been eating humans for centuries, so of course he's strong. And Shinobu is not physically strong, as she had iterated multiple times. But she is strong in a real way, with her brains. You know, she is tactical. She has methods. But yeah, and this is the scene in the manga where, you know, the spirit of her sister is like, fight, fight, fight. Yeah. Zenitsu versus Kaigaku. Yeah. Zenitsu was locked in. He was awake the entire fight. He did not once did his eyes fall asleep or whatever. He was just in the zone because you know what? This was serious. So for those who didn't notice, or you know, yeah, I mean, I guess it could be easily missed, if not easily, but you know, it could be missed. Kaigaku was already introduced in I think the Hashira training or the swordsmith arc, whichever one. But he was one of the orphan children that Yome, the stone Hashira, raised way back then. But he was also the snitch. He was also the snitch that got them all killed. So boo. Boo. Wait, what? Who's saying wait, what? Pikachu, listen up. That went over your head. These are literal frames. You can see he's right here, and then he's right here. Let me zoom in. See that? Right there. I noticed it. I noticed it when I watched it because I read the manga beforehand. But I knew what to look for. I knew what to look for beforehand. But yeah, there he is, right there. There's Gomi, right there. This is the children. Look at that. They're so poor. And he was the one who basically ratted it out and took out the incense because Gomi put in incense or some type of protection thing to ward off demons, and he was the one who ruined it. R.I.P. small children. Yeah, here he is in the manga right there. See? Right there. There he is, right there. But then one night, a kid who disobeyed the temple rules and didn't come back after sunset ran into a demon. There you go. And he was like, oh, spare me. I'll show you the other children if you spare me. He did not grow up from that mindset. The Zenitsu fight was my least favorite. I kind of wish they cut like 5 minutes off the Akaza flashback and added to the Zenitsu fight. Yes. I won't wrong anyone for whatever they say. You guys, all of your opinions are valid. It's all like a perspective thing. Yes. I can understand that. Because there were times in the Akaza fight where it kind of like I don't want to say dragged along, but yeah, it could have been reallocated. But I think I don't know. I want to give them the benefit of the doubt. I don't know. Maybe it's just me smoking some copium or huffing copium, whichever way you guys take it these days. I know. I want to say that it was intentional that the Zenitsu fight was fast because they were thunder breathing, and you know it was supposed to be lightning's fast. So I'll say that to give them the benefit of the doubt. But I will agree, there were parts in the Akaza flash raid where it kind of took its time. But I think in the long run, it was like, okay, you know what, I get it. It was kind of worth it. I also don't like Zenitsu. That's valid. He was being a little weirdo, isn't he? He was being a little weirdo. But this, I would say, this fight showed a bit of character growth. If he stays like this. I forgot if he, like, actually grows up or whatever after this, but anyways. This fight demonstrated Zenitsu's strength, even though he was depicted as a coward throughout the series. His sleep scenes proved that he had more power than he thought. He was fully awake this time throughout the entire fight, but now fully harnessing his combat ability to avenge his family. I know he had to go against his brother. His inferiority complex was what limited him in the first place. Now that Gramps is gone, all bets are off. His doubts didn't matter, and not anymore. So that's what I got from that. Like, okay, that's good. I mean, they showed Kaigaku before in the anime, I guess. I kind of wish they had more scenes with him and Zenitsu together. Or maybe there were scenes and I forgot. Either way, like, I don't know. This is like his big character, like, growth moment. And if this really was like his limiter, like Zenitsu's limiter to, in his, like, combat ability, his inferiority complex, like knowing, like, oh, I can only master one of the thunder breathing techniques. Like, I can never be like Kaigaku, like, who can master the other ones. But, yeah, they could have spent a little bit more time there, but you know. Kaigaku's inability to understand how Zenitsu was able to make his technique shows how stupid he is. He literally mastered the building block. Oh, yeah. Zenitsu was just spamming. Like, you guys saw the Superman movie, the new one? The new one, this new Superman movie, where Lex Luthor was like, 1A, 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 1A. That's Zenitsu with his Thunder Slash. He just spams it. And then, whoa, it works. It actually works in this case. No, sadly, he continues to suck for no reason. Okay. Yeah, I'll be honest. This if they fleshed out this a little bit more, that it could have been like and you know, his growth was more permanent and all that, then yeah, would have been solid character arc. But nonetheless, the actual fight scene was pretty good. It was very flashy, if I say so myself. So, did he know the new thunder breathing this entire time? Question mark. I don't know. Maybe. I'm guessing he developed it during the Hashira training arc, which would make sense since Zenitsu felt a type of way when Tanjiro copied his move. What's my post note say? Oh yeah, it says, oh, that was a quick fight. Yeah, because they were going lightning speed, duh. But hear me out. You know, let me take some more copium a little bit. Okay, if you're going through this generalization, thematically, it makes sense. Zenitsu was able to improve and was ultimately saved through the bonds that he kept, rather than push people away like Kaigaku. Kaigaku literally let children get eaten and all that. But I don't know. I'm going to headcanon territory at this point. But I mean, it kind of makes sense. It's not much of a stretch. Okay. So his final move, this final strike, the Flaming Thunder God thing, that was cool as fuck. But maybe if we had a cutscene, like how in the Tanjiro, Akaza, and Gyu fight, you know how, you know, Tanjiro was basically like he was just spacing out, but he had a flashback of Inosuke explain to Tanjiro like how he can sense people behind him, and you know, Tanjiro was able to apply that, and eventually was what let him unlock the see-through world, transparent world. So maybe if we had that type of thing in the Zenitsu fight, it would have been better. It would have tied this together. because without it, I'm just floating up in headcanon land, man. I'm just I mean, it makes sense in my brain, but it's like, oh god, okay, you know what? The more I talk about it, I'm like, why didn't they just talk about it in the show? But anyway, yeah, it could have been like a flashback to like, I don't know, or added a scene where where Zenitsu's like, Tanjiro, how dare you copy my move? That's it. I'm gonna improve and all that, and then boom, he unlocks it. Then that's all you need. That's all you need. And then it also, you know, showing that flashback would have proved like, okay, Zenitsu is able to get strong because of his friends, because he's kept people close to him, unlike Kaigaku. Anyways, yeah. Moving on, Tanjiro Giyu versus Akaza, the ultimate battle, the concluding big bad battle. Why did they put Akaza's stain? Why? I was waiting for it. Oh my goodness, they didn't play, or at least I don't remember them playing the Infinity Castle soundtrack, the actual score, like, you know, the theme that played at the end of the season. They didn't play that in the movie while they were in the Infinity Castle. But Akaza's theme in the Mugen Train, bro, I was waiting for it. I was waiting for it, and they didn't ever played it. They never played it. That's why I'm upset. I'm a bit upset. But I do appreciate, you know, that's a double 2-on-1. Because, yeah, Tanjiro would not be able to... Like, if Tanjiro was able to take out an Upper Moon top 3 by himself, it would have fallen into shonen illogical happenstance territory. You know? But it didn't. So I appreciate that. And, you know, they outright acknowledge it. They outright acknowledge it. But yeah, because Tanjiro's grown to the level that he can fight alongside Giyu, but not necessarily surpass him, because there were scenes where Giyu literally saved his ass. So good balance right there. Appreciate it. But yeah, the fight, Akaza pushed both of them to their limits, and it was depicted beautifully. I knew what was gonna happen. I read the manga, but even I was on the edge of my seat. It was crazy. What do you mean he's regenerating? What do you mean we unlocked this brand new move and, you know, had a whole flashback and all that stuff? And Giyu unlocked his mark, and then Akaza's still up. He's still alive. Every time he just kept coming back up like the Undertaker. But anyways, Tanjiro and the Transparent World was kind of a MacGuffin. I will not lie. It was a MacGuffin, and, you know, vocabulary word of the day, MacGuffin is just like a movie trope term where it's like a thing, a concept, or whatever that aids in the movement of the plot. So without Tanjiro conveniently unlocking his transparent world vision, then, you know, the fight would have been done. Movie's over. Series done. The end. But no. He had a vision, or a conveniently placed flashback. But I'll forgive it because it gave context with his dad. And you know what? As a manga finisher, it's technically a building block for the next arc or next battle or so. So, I mean, yeah. I will give it the benefit of the doubt, even though I've been giving this movie a lot of benefit of the doubt just because I like it. Oh god, I've never said I was an unbiased reviewer. But, I'll give it the benefit of the doubt because it's the first movie of the trilogy, and I will, you know, judge it as so by the end of the trilogy, I guess. But yeah, oh, there it is. Hakaji defeated Akaza. Hakaji was a victim! But, excuse me. He lost because he regained his memories. He regained his feelings and memories. His, Wait, hold on. I kind of jumped too fast there. I actually wanted to say something about this. Rewind. So back to Tanjiro having his flashback. But it was a MacGuffin, but at least it gave context about his dad or whatever. I think that whole like that scene was pretty well adapted, or just like really well like animated and shown. Because, like, you can tell how sickly his dad was. And he just one-shotted a bear with his axe so fast. And then Tanjiro's like, oh shit, if my dad can do that, that means I can too. And then, boom. Enhance, super enhance. Super enhance, detail, all that. It's like raw output Tanjiro is Hashira level, but not in the stamina. Because he's still growing. He's still a growing boy. Then him remembering the sun breathing against Ryu was a MacGuffin too. I mean, his memories are MacGuffin. Oh yeah, that's it. That's what I want to say. So, I guess let me take some copium once again. Okay. Okay, you can say, so the sun breathing techniques that Tanjiro has been using throughout, you know, Demon Slayer. That's the main thing that that's been making him survive, or allowing him to survive. You know, you can interpret it that as traditions passed along, you know, knowledge passed along throughout generations, and, you know, just using that knowledge to, like, improve, I guess. I mean, they do literally do the fire breathing, there's the sun breathing dance. Like, Tanjiro's dad would dance it for hours on end, but that's because that's how they would pass it along. Like, how else would they pass along, you know? But it's also like a message passed along through generations in order to eventually find a generation that can defeat Muzan. But you can take that concept and apply it to IRL. You know, learn from our ancestors and apply it, and mold it and into what we see fit, and then eventually harness it into a super ultimate weapon. I like that he still got his shit kicked out of him even after he put a secret technique. Yeah, because it was just on some next level. Yeah, the top. I mean, they're not backing down in the top 3. Like, they definitely power scaled the upper moons. Like, it's crazy. It's. I think it's really well done. I think it was very well done. The movie did. Like, how they interpreted that tone. But I love Akaza so much. I liked it. Tanjiro's dad is OP. Yes, he's still a man of mystery, but we're gonna figure out the mysteries in the next movie. No, yeah, it's the next movie. Next movie, we're gonna get, like, the actual tea. Not necessarily on the dad specifically, but, like, I guess the lineage, or, like, you know, the origins of sun breathing and all that. Yeah, the next movie is gonna break records. I already know. Time to get to the action movie. Yes! 2 more years. Just 2 more years, man. Yeah, learning from myths and legends, exactly. Yeah, because they're literally sharing the story. Sharing the tales, and all that. Okay, anyways. I need to actually take a breath. I don't notice how much I talk until it's, like, physically, like, I can feel it. Water break. We get Spider-Man and Demon Slayer in the same year. Which Spider-Man? Like, the Marvel one or Spider-Verse? Because I'm still waiting on Spider-Verse. They keep delaying Spider-Verse, and it's like, I mean, it better be good. I already know it's gonna be good. Sony Animation has been on their bag. They need to head to sleep because they need to wake up 5. Yes, please, go to sleep. I hope you rest well. But always, I love your stream, and I'm always happy when I can catch it. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it more, mommy. Please, go to sleep. Take care of your health. Have a wonderfully productive morning tomorrow. Maybe keep up Demon Hunters 2 when Spider-Verse. Oh, Spider-Verse is coming out next year? Because I did hear... I also heard that the other Spider-Man... The next Spider-Man movie is coming out next year. That will be interesting if they actually came out at the same time. 2027. Oh, that's 2 years. Stop. Don't say numbers. Don't say years. That's triggering. I'm gonna be so old. Okay. Anyways, let's move on. I think my slides are almost done. Kind of, sort of. I also have, like, another thing. Oh. Continuing on. Kaigaku was the one that ultimately defeated Akaza. And Akaza's backstory, I don't know how they did it. I don't know what kind of time manipulation wizardry they're doing at Ufotable, but they somehow managed to fit Akaza's backstory, which we've never heard of previously. Like, they managed to fit it in and made me feel bad for him, and it worked. Like, yeah, it took out a bit of time in the combat, but it's like, I appreciate it in the end, you know, like, like, you know, when a character is getting their backstory, that's how you know, that's how you know they're about to die. So, maybe it's just, you know, me picking up on my experience of watching movies, like, oh, or anime, actually. Oh, they're having a whole, like, they're telling their lore. Okay, it's time's up for them. But yeah, I think they just made it, like, pretty, I don't want to say simple, but, like, easy to understand. Because in all, Kaigaku was a victim of his circumstances. This boy fought for his family, and just the world was just not letting him have, like, I don't know, just the essentials, man, just like the necessities. And he was actually kind. Like, he was actually a kind young man. He took care of Koyuki and never blamed her illness, you know, or whatever, for anything. Because it's like, oh, this is not how he thinks that the world works. Yeah. But then, you know, all that was taken away from him. Quite sad, quite sad. What did I say in these slides? They fit Akaza's backstory. It made me feel bad for him. Dang, how did they do that? Personally, I think it was better executed in the movie since... Oh yeah, I mean, I knew Akaza's backstory, but I was reading it very quickly, so I was like, oh, okay, that's what happened, alright. So, watching it in the movie, it was very much like watching it or knowing about it for the first time. So, yeah, either way, executed very beautifully. Like, sad, simple story. Like, simple, but I don't know. It was heartfelt. It was heartfelt. I don't know what you want. It's exactly how it was. But yeah, Ufotable knows visual storytelling. It's crazy. They really hit the money load with Demonslayers because it's full of visual Easter eggs. Oh yes, there were a lot of visual Easter eggs in Akaza's whole, like, combat thing. Demon form combat, demon arts, such as Akaza's fighting style resembling fireworks. So if you didn't know, and I only knew this because I watched a TikTok, but Akaza's martial arts, as blood demon arts, they're actually named after different types of fireworks, which is a reference to the fireworks that he promised Koyuki to watch together. And then, you know, his whole compass being the shape of Koyuki's, snowflake thing. So, he lost his way, literally, figuratively, but also literally when he became a demon. But he only became a demon because Muzan caught him at a bad time. He caught him on his most vulnerable. And you know what's even more interesting? Muzan struck him in the head. He literally lost his memories, lost his way. And, you know, he fights... He's been fighting for centuries as a demon. He doesn't even know why. He wants to be stronger, but he doesn't know why. But his memories are engraved within his fighting style, with his visual appearance. You know, he's fully tattooed as in demon forms, and he got his tattoos at a young age because he was branded as a criminal. So him having tattoos all over his body, it shows like his personal guilt. Like he feels like a criminal, or you know, he feels like he doesn't deserve like the good things because of all the stuff that happened. I'm gonna cry. I didn't know this. Yes, we're learning today. I'm hitting you guys with the hard facts. I'm glad. MVPs. Gramps. Okay, I will be honest with you guys. When I saw this scene in the manga, I cried. Zenitsu, you're my pride and joy. And Zenitsu, he was about to cross the river. He was about to pass. But he was saved, and he was trying to get to his grandpa. And his grandpa confirmed, like, hey, Zenitsu, you're good. It's all good. You're my pride and joy. MVPs as well. Murata finally hit that water blade. Water sword style or whatever. He got that one demon. Congrats, Murata. Zenitsu would have died if it wasn't for him. Kyoki's a real one. Stuck with Hakuji and ultimately won the actually, you know what? You can even say that Koyuki was the one who won the battle against Akaza. Because, yeah, Akaza remembered Koyuki and she was like, oh, fun fact, but maybe not so fun fact. Koyuki, when she passed in her life, she chose to not go to heaven. She just chose to wait for Hakuji. And so when Akaza was defeated and, you know, they were reunited, they both, like, she followed him into the afterlife. Yeah. Because she loved him so much. MVP! Oh, and then also MVP Channing Tatum. I didn't watch it in dub, but he voiced Koyuki's dad. But also, but yeah, it's so cute. He took a role in Demon Slayer for his daughter, which is adorable. Love that. Yeah, I think this is from Mugen Train. Yeah, this is from a Mugen Train. He did so well. Yeah, I need to watch it in dub. I don't mind rewatching the movie in dubbed. I won't rewatch it in IMAX though. That's for sure. It's because these people ate. I have another tab open for that. I think we can look at it. But look at that. These are the VAs. So, I have the link or so. I think I don't know. I was trying to look for actual photos from the red carpet event because there were other people who actually like well dressed up. But these are the VAs. For the English dub at least. So here's a full cast picture. You know all that. This is Tanjira's voice actor wearing a forest green suit. You know, at least he's kind of matching, sort of. You know, he went with the fit. This is Kano's VA, and I think she also had like an umbrella with her fit. So she's dressed in wisteria. Because Kano was first shown in around the wisteria flowers when she was first shown. And then this is Shinobu's voice actors. This is for this Infinity Castle. Dress up as Shinobu. Awesome. And oh my god, Alex Lay, Zenitsu's VA. Bro. This was custom. Oh, I mean, obviously, but bro. Oh god. Look at this shit, man. Arm farming! Oh, he's also Sun Jinwoo's VA, you know, if you didn't know that. But also, look at this fit! With the cape, with the thunderbolts and the lapels, with the collar, with the oh my god, this is fucking amazing. See, we love it. Men that can dress. I stan. Wait, do I have the thing? God, I have so many tabs open. Wait, is it this one? No, it's this one. There we go. Okay. Oh, here's some, actually. Let me pause this, and we can have a look-sees. Looksies. Sorry if it's gonna be loud. Oh, that's loud as shit. I'm so sorry. Okay, so that's just yeah. There's more fits.
Girls, I got this huge box in the mail from Crunchyroll, and I wonder what it could be. You're invited to the demon that I'd be able to attend. Never would my 13-year-old self imagine that my Mitsuri and Shinobu inspired outfit.
Mitsuri and Shinobu outfit? Okay, well, I mean, I guess it's con theme. This might be okay. I think she just wanted to dress in pink and butterflies. Let's be honest here. Ooh, see, look, that feels like something Mitsuri would wear. Mitsuri. Okay, yeah. I hate how blurry this is. Wait, can I watch it in shorts? Can I click this? Oh, there we go. Oh, that's tight. That's good. I guess. I mean, yeah, I guess. There we go. See, look at that. On theme. Let's go. Sorry, this just became a Met Gala type of reaction video. This looks nice. This is custom. This is custom made, so I appreciate that. Let's see. We got some. I kind of hate how blurry this is. Oh no! This is the Wisteria thing. Oh, this is an influencer. I think no, she's a I think she's a VTuber as well. Miss Lala or Lola, something like that. I'm sorry, I mispronounced it. But yeah. Wisteria. I can't talk. Umbrella. Appreciate that. Looks good. That's amazing. Okay. Obito and Zenitsu inspired. Oh, that's the two VAs from Tanjiro. Okay, so similar type of stick, but yeah, definitely more in theme. Oh, that one's good. Hold on, that's so pretty. Look at that. I love that. That's actually so extra. Oh, this one, I will. You know what? Points for the snake and also the split-dyed hair because it fits. It fits. Okay. Was there anything else? I'm sorry. I was trying to look for like actual photos and stuff, but yeah, it didn't take like. Oh, is this Nezuko? Like Nezuko inspired? I am not making a Facebook account. Fashion Nezuko. Oh, I get it. I just realized the mask is supposed to be the bamboo thing. Okay, that's smart. That's good. Okay, I appreciate that. I like that. Anyways, I think that's all we can see for the thingies. Let's get back into the thing. What else do I have in the slideshow? I think it's almost done. It should be almost done. Overall, I give this movie an 8 out of 10 because it is still the first movie in the trilogy. So I feel like I can't give it a full rating and stuff because I don't know. But also there's a lot of good fight scenes. I'll give it that. It was entertaining. I was hooked whenever they had a character moment, character beat, and all that. So that was never like an issue for me. But there were times where I feel like some scenes could have been allocated. Like Zenitsu could have, had like that flashback, a little flashback or a little realization moment where he develops the fire thunder dragon god technique or whatever. So that would have been great. Yeah. So I just docked it 2 points out of that, but overall it's pretty fun, pretty good. I'll watch it again, but I think it's pretty much rounded up Akaza's story. I think he was like the main focus in this one. It set up things for Tanjiro, him learning about the see-through world or unlocking that. You developing the mark, so he gets a little bit of a power up, even though Ultimate's not. Wait, did they reveal that yet? I don't know. Whatever. And then what's it called? Rip R.I.P. Shinobu. But her story's not over yet because that fight is not done yet, technically. We're gonna get a tag in. And, yeah, the next... All I can say as a manga reader, the next movie will be crazy. It'll be so good. We're gonna get Upper Moon 1. And that one is, basically all the characters that you saw in the Infinity Castle who did not have a proper fight scene, they're going to be fighting Upper Moon 1. Oh, actually, no, never mind. I lied. It's gonna be allocated, but a majority of them are gonna be fighting against Upper Moon 1, so it's gonna be a interesting fight. But yeah, I can't wait for that. Thank you for watching me talk about stuff and things. And that's all I have for you today. Sorry to shoot heading a little bit late, but I wanted to make sure this wasn't just like, you know, a slide full of words. Because originally it was like a slide full of words, and I just wanted to make sure that all my thoughts and stuff were cohesive so we can have a proper conversation. But overall, I think it was pretty fun, pretty good, entertaining, and I hope you enjoyed it too. You know, if you guys like this, there is the Chainsaw Man coming out next month or so I can do that again for the Chainsaw Man movie, but you know, we'll see. But you know what, now I've learned I don't watch an anime movie in IMAX. It's not worth the money. But yeah, anyways, yeah, and thank you so much for everybody who stopped by and watched. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, I really appreciate your time, your energy, and all that. I'll be streaming again tomorrow night. I'll be streaming Hollow Knight. Yes, after a whole week, I'm going to be playing it again. So I'm planning to finish the rest. I'm planning to finish games this week. Well, kind of, sort of. Okay, so the plan is to play Hollow Knight tomorrow, Thursday night, and then finish it up on Friday night, because Friday night will be my longer streams. Yeah. Friday night and Saturday nights will be, you know, our streams that where I finish things. So I'm looking forward to finishing Hollow Knight. I'll try to finish as much as I can, at least tomorrow. But on Friday, I'll try to finish even more. So perhaps we'll be a bit longer of a stream. I don't know. We'll see. But and then Saturday, we're going to be playing Genshin because I didn't finish Act 2 of the new region. And I'm still trying to avoid spoilers. It's kind of hard because people want to post things. But yeah, that's the plan. So hopefully I can see you guys there. And if not, again in the future. My VOD will be up as long as, you know, my recordings weren't cooked. Fingers crossed or not. But, yeah. Anyways, that's all I have for you guys tonight. Again, thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope to see you tomorrow night. And if it's nighttime for you, go to sleep. It's bedtime. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. But if it's daytime for you, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Because you know what? You deserve it. And I'll see you on the next one.